I don't know what kind of bird these are up here. Definitely not geese. What are these things? Who can tell me what these are? They got a bunch of chicks. Oh, one of them's limping. One of the little chicks has got a bad leg. They are turkeys. Are those turkeys? Wild turkeys? I don't know what they are. Hey, Lefty's interested. Hold on. Hi everyone. We've got a kind of a wet, soupy day today in New York. We've had rain on and off this morning. It's very humid. We took our walk this morning and I came back just drenched. It's one of those days. Barely any air movement at all. What I want to do today is get up under the rig and work on getting the oil pan cleaned up. So what I saw when I was up under there to retighten the exhaust up pipe after doing the turbo, and I saw all the wet, and it's from the oil pan gasket down. You know, the engine block continues to stay dry. The top of the engine, the valley pan and all that is dry. I have a little bit of seepage on the exhaust back pressure valve output shaft, which is very common. Not dripping, not running, just a little bit of wet around there. You know, the cleanup that I did on the top of the engine, from what I could tell, was mainly from the crankcase vent on the driver's side valve cover. You know, so I took that off, got it all cleaned up, put the new O-rings on there, cleaned both sides of the valve covers, both sides of the engine. Everything's nice and dry and clean up there. Yeah, look what I discovered on the valve cover from all the cleaning. Oh heck yeah, Ford Powerstroke diesel. I'd never seen that before. How cool is that? It's right down there on the driver's side valve cover towards the front. That is so cool. I'm hoping we're gonna stay that way. You know, there was really there wasn't any like oil buildup on the turbo itself. The output tubes going to the cylinder heads, they were just wet. I don't know where that was coming from, but those have been replaced. New clamps. The turbo pedestal is dry, no leaks there. The high pressure oil pump is dry, no leaks up there. I see a little bit of wetness on where the fuel filter attaches, where that mounts. On the back side of that, you know, looking from the back of the engine forward, there's a round with looks like a C-clip inside of it. Whatever that is wet. Not dripping, not running, but wet. So I've got to figure out what that is, because I'd like to get these seepages taken care of also, even though they're very minor. You know, over time it builds up, but down below it's pretty bad. And someone in the comments I was just reading suggested taking a look at where the oil dipstick goes into the oil pan, and it is wet around that area. It didn't used to be like that. It used to be very dry, and I've, you know, kind of pointed the finger at using that T6 synthetic. You know, I hate to say, but I hope that's what caused it, that there's not a seal that has blown where the oil dipstick goes in. I've got to look and see if that's something that I can replace, you know, pretty easily. I hope so, if it turns out that it's leaking. But my plan is to get this all cleaned up, degreased, get it dry, and then I'm going to watch and see if I continue to have seepage, if it's coming from the dipstick, if it's coming from the oil pan gasket. But we've got to start by getting it all cleaned up. So that's what I'm going to do today. As long as the rain holds off, this is going to be a messy job. So I'm going to get my gloves on. I'm going to get the super clean, the purple bottle super clean under there. You know, and it's all within the last year, so it's not like tons and tons of buildup, but there is oil mixed with sand and stuff on the outside of the oil pan. So you know, it looks kind of thick, so I'm going to get that all taken care of today. Oh my goodness. Okay, buddy. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get you a look down here. I've got one of my earlier cameras. There we go. So that's the oil pan. That used to be dry. And you can see there's a drip just waiting to come off of that drain plug. So all this wetness is new. All of this. And it has covered the transmission pan. This used to be dry. Everything down here used to have no oil on it. So this is all new between last summer and this summer. So this is what I'm going to get under here to work on. I've got some thick newspapers laying down here just for the drippage. I'm going to be spraying some super clean on here. I've got a scraper tool. You know, it's going to come right off, but it's just going to be a lot of it, and it's going to be messy, and I don't want to get anything on the driveway here. So I'm probably going to end up jumping in the shower when I'm done out here. You know, this is all like you can see it's a mixture of sand, like it got wet with oil and then a bunch of sand clung to it, so really not fun, but it'll look great once we get it all cleaned up. Let's get at it. So I've got a can of aerosol super clean. This is the first time I'm going to use this. Oh, I like it. It's easier than the pump. Woo! Got a nose full. Not good. Ugh. Ugh. Just cutting through the thick stuff here with this scraper. This is a snow brush scraper. You know, everybody that lives in New York has one of these in the garage. Oh, God. Huh. I don't know. I'm going to clean that dipstick. Okay, I've done the passenger side. Interesting note, the driver's side is like 1/5 is dirty. I don't know how I came up with 1/5, but the driver's side is considerably drier than the passenger side. So what's different between the two sides? Well, the dipstick goes into the oil pan on the passenger side, but the driver's side is considerably drier. I'll show you here. So I haven't done any wiping yet. There's the oil pan, you know, fresh oil filter. I just changed it not too long ago. But you can see that it's quite a bit drier. In fact, there's the union with the block, and there's no wetness on this side. My problem is definitely passenger side. So let's all put our brains together. Why is it passenger side? I mean, look at this. It's considerably drier on this side. Oh yeah, Ford. Love that they got the logo stamped in there. You can see all the sand that's stuck to it because it was getting misted, which kind of stinks. You know, even the cross member down here, the mount, all has this sand stuck to it. Harry up at the shop, he mentioned that. He goes, there's a lot of sand under there. All right, well, I'm going to get this sprayed down and get this side cleaned off. This shouldn't take very long at all. Really not bad at all. So we'll get this buttoned up and get the heck out of here and up in the shower. The wind's blowing this direction. I'm getting super clean aerosol in my face. Not cool. Alright, let's get this wiped. Well, I'm going to call this complete. This is enough for me that we're going to be able to see any new leakage. You know, the oil pan is dry. The tranny pan is dry. So anything new that happens down here, we'll have eyes on it. Definitely the problem is the passenger side. Definitely. Alright, let's get cleaned up and get this all out of here. I felt some raindrops. Hold on, let's see.
Eek!
Not quite.
That one, but this one is like that corner right there.
Gotcha.
Just a little.
There
oh
you
wait,
go.
never mind.
There you go. So what are we working on today, honey?
My living room chairs.
These were a Facebook Marketplace or a Craigslist special?
Marketplace.
Okay. Oh, these were the ones that you and I drove down to. Which lake was that? Geneva.
Yeah.
But not, the lake isn't. Is it Geneva Lake?
I don't know. It was like what, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes
Yeah.
away?
And we picked up these, what I would call like mid-century chairs, a pair of them.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them that the woman had conveniently left still wrapped up,
Yeah.
like from moving, was all effed up.
Yeah.
Show the piece of wood there that was what the problem was here. See that? Yeah. So that was one of these supports right here.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole chair was able to just kind of
wobble.
And once we unwrapped the plastic, it was sitting pretty sad looking compared to the other one. So you came up with the idea of doing what?
Replacing them.
Yeah, replacing the wood.
Yeah.
So luckily I just happened to have a piece of wood left over. I think this was actually part of some project I worked on because it had a bunch of my pencil markings and everything on it, but it was over in the corner of your grandma's garage. So we cut two pieces, we drilled the holes, we put the cleats on the underside that these bolts screw into. Mm-hmm. We tapered these ends because they have to go up under the fabric. We trued up all of these. These screws were all a little bit wiggly. But this is a really well-made chair. One thing that's interesting, it has all these assembly marks on here from whoever built it, which is really cool. All these pencil marks. I don't know what they stand for. Like UG, BU, UN, BU, and arrows, and so I don't know. But so the last thing we need to do now is just, this one was kind of screwed at an angle. You see how it sits on the ledge like that? So we're gonna drill and screw at an angle, and then down here it's just straight onto this ledge and screw it in, and then it'll be done.
Yes!
And you can take it home.
Yes!
Okay, so let's drill this and get it done because you've taken way too long on this project. It's been
Me?
It's been here for weeks.
Whatever.
And then when we finally started on it yesterday, how much time do you think we have into it?
20 minutes.
It's a lot of work though. It's all in the planning.
I know.
Yeah, okay. I might want to use that. Stop! Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Why are you chewing up my wood? This is good wood. We could use that for another project. This is the old furniture wood. So we just finished, right?
Yes.
So let's clean up our workspace.
Yeah.
Okay. Ta-da. Flip it over and give it a test.
But if it breaks as soon as I sit in it.
Oh yeah, it doesn't sit all cockeyed anymore.
Ooh.
It's good.
It's good.
I'll bet you it's better than the other one now. Now
I think it is.
Take the other one all apart. Did you unlock it?
No.
Why?
The keys are inside.
Oh. Oh look. Lefty sticker.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that, honey?
I got it off CampulanceMan.com.
Did you?
I did.
So what should everybody do?
They should go and order themselves one.
Get them a Lefty sticker?
Yeah. And some shirts.
Husky Mom.
No.
Close.
That was just a generic.
Yeah.
Little...
Oh yeah, and some shirts too. Good call. Thanks for being here with us. Everybody take care, be safe. We'll see y'all again really soon. Quite comfortable? Do you approve my workstation setup? Huh? I got my safety glasses over there for when we're up under the truck on our back.